In the spring of 1984, Nike was bleeding money. The company that had revolutionized running shoes was now watching its profits collapse, its market share evaporate, and its basketball division gasping for air. In one devastating quarter, they reported their first loss in over a decade. Warehouse shelves overflowed with shoes nobody wanted. Adidas dominated the basketball world with 50% more revenue. Reebok was rising fast with aerobic shoes that captured the new fitness craze Nike had completely missed. The company was dumping millions of dollars worth of unsold inventory for as little as $1 per pair. At Nike headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon, executives faced a sobering reality. They were running out of time, running out of money, and running out of options. The basketball division received a modest budget for the upcoming season, just $250,000 to sign multiple promising college players entering the professional ranks. The standard playbook was simple and safe. Spread the money across several athletes, minimize risk, hope one of them becomes a star. It was the same strategy every shoe company used. But one man at Nike saw things differently. Sonny Vaccaro was a basketball promoter who had spent years building relationships with coaches and players across America. He had founded the first national high school all-star game and knew the sport at every level. In 1982, he watched a college freshman take a championship-winning shot at the Louisiana Superdome. The player was calm under impossible pressure, unfazed by the weight of the moment. His name was Michael Jordan. For the next 2 years, Vaccaro couldn't shake the memory of that shot. He saw something nobody else recognized yet. Not talent, not potential, something deeper, a magnetic quality that would make people want everything associated with this player. When Jordan entered the professional draft in 1984, he was the third pick, good but not great. He had never played a single game in the league. He didn't even like Nike. Jordan wore Converse throughout college because his coach had a deal with them. His personal preference was Adidas. He trained in Adidas shoes. He wore them in everyday life. When people asked about his shoe future, Nike wasn't in the conversation. But Vaccaro had a vision that bordered on madness. He walked into a meeting room at Nike headquarters and made an outrageous proposal. Take the entire basketball budget, all of it. Don't spread it across 5 players. Give everything to one unproven rookie who didn't want to sign with them anyway. Nike's marketing director asked him directly whether he would bet his own salary on this idea. Vaccaro didn't hesitate. Yes. The room erupted in debate. Nike was already struggling. One wrong move could finish them. Phil Knight, the company's founder, was skeptical until the final minute. But desperation has a way of making bold ideas seem reasonable. They were already losing. Playing it safe hadn't worked. Maybe crazy was exactly what they needed. Nike made their pitch in October 1984. They didn't just offer money, they offered something revolutionary, a signature line with Jordan's name. Complete creative control over design. And most importantly, royalties on every single shoe sold. No basketball player had ever received such a deal. The contract guaranteed $250,000 per year for 5 years, making Jordan one of the richest athletes in the world before playing his first professional game. But the royalty structure was the real genius. Jordan would earn a percentage of sales forever. Jordan still wasn't convinced. His mother, Dolores, pushed him to at least hear what Nike had to say. That meeting changed everything. The presentation showed Jordan he wasn't just signing an endorsement deal. He was becoming a business partner, a brand. Nike's designer Peter Moore sketched the now famous Jumpman logo during those early discussions. The name Air Jordan emerged from a list of possibilities put together by Jordan's agent. When Moore heard it, he knew immediately. Those 2 words captured flight, greatness, and aspiration all at once. The Air Jordan shoe was designed to violate rules. Nike created a black and red colorway that the basketball league explicitly prohibited. Uniforms required shoes to be at least 51% white. Jordans were only 23% white. The league sent a warning letter, though, contrary to popular myth, they never officially banned the shoes. But Nike saw marketing gold in the controversy. They launched commercials announcing that the league had thrown out their revolutionary shoe. The tagline was perfect. The game couldn't stop you from wearing them. Nike paid Jordan's fines each time he wore the prohibited shoes. $5,000 per game. They turned the controversy into advertising, making the shoes seem rebellious, exclusive, and irresistible. When the Air Jordan finally released to the public in April 1985, they retailed for $65. Nike's internal projection was modest. They hoped to sell $3 million worth of shoes over 4 years. Within the first 2 months, they sold $70 million worth. By the end of the first year, Air Jordan sales reached $126 million. They had exceeded their 4-year projection by over 4,000% in just 12 months. Nike had gambled everything on an unproven player. That gamble saved the company. The success went far beyond numbers. Air Jordan created a cultural phenomenon that merged sports, fashion, and street culture in ways nobody anticipated. Hip-hop artists embraced the shoes. Teenagers camped outside stores for releases. Collectors hoarded rare colorways. The shoes transcended basketball, becoming symbols of aspiration and style. Nike had built a running shoe empire. Jordan transformed them into a lifestyle brand. The partnership revolutionized athlete endorsements forever. Before Jordan, companies signed athletes to wear products. After Jordan, athletes became equity partners with creative control. The Jordan brand became its own division within Nike in 1997, operating with complete autonomy. Today, it generates over $7 billion in annual revenue. Jordan himself has earned more than $2 billion from Nike since signing that first contract. His current annual royalties exceed $300 million. Nike's gamble paid off in ways that reshaped entire industries. Before Jordan, Nike held 18% of the basketball shoe market. By 1987, they controlled 43%. Today, Nike and the Jordan brand combined own 86% of the performance basketball market. Competitors who passed on Jordan watched their relevance fade. Adidas, who declined to match Nike's offer, saw Reebok eventually eclipse them before both fell far behind Nike's dominance. The story reveals how transformative decisions often look insane from the outside. In 1984, betting a struggling company's entire basketball budget on one unproven rookie seemed reckless at best, suicidal at worst. Every conventional business principle argued against it. Diversify risk, play it safe, follow the market. Nike did the opposite. They recognized that safe choices produce safe results. Extraordinary outcomes require extraordinary risks. Sonny Vaccaro's instinct about one college player changed the trajectory of a global corporation. Phil Knight's willingness to approve an impossible plan saved his company from potential bankruptcy. Michael Jordan's mother pushing him to take one meeting created $1 billion partnership. Sometimes the distance between failure and legend is measured in courage rather than certainty. Nike's first $1 million gamble was actually worth billions, and it taught the business world a lesson that resonates decades later. When you see something everyone else misses, when you believe in potential nobody else recognizes, bet everything on it. The greatest rewards come from the risks nobody else has the courage to take.